welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Now you may notice this entire lot is now clear. Last night it took me 1.5 hours to clear this lot. And picking up trash was all it. There were this many trash bags. And I might have accidentally reset these. So let's go ahead and buy all of them again. We had pretty much everything. Oh, was it twice? You want to do it? Oh. Then we need a trash bin or a dumpster. This isn't gonna stay the whole time. Why? This is ugly, that's why. You think Elon Musk has a dumpster? That's who I'm planning to base this house after. What Elon Musk would buy. Alright, that's what we're going for. A mansion so fancy, he would buy it. That's our thing. How do we start this mansion? Is it gonna be one you just walk into? Nice little first floor. Little staircase up to over angle. But then I thought, what if we go like that one house in Teardown, right? That nice fancy looking house. I might do something like that. And that is probably big enough. I know, kind of weird. You have a mansion which kind of looks like it's surrounded by country. But hey, it's gonna easily be the biggest house around. Might also be the only house around. Alright. Sucks that we're not able to just sell these. Although, we ever tried? No, we cannot sell them, nor can we consolidate trash bags into more trash bags. I feel that'd be nice too. You know what? I'd do that all this off camera. Off camera and throw all this trash away. But so what I'm picturing in my head is, first off, this is going to be a nice little drive-through. Right, so we're going to have something nice. Something fancy. I'm thinking slate stone. Right, it's pretty nice. I think we're going to need a lot of it. I really do think we might need that much. Alright. Whoopsie. We also need to actually build stuff in this. Something that starts here, right? And goes to about here. Then all the way over here, we're going to have one big drive-through. I'm sorry, you won't let us build this long? Fine. But what if? Right, we wanted it longer. Well, I want you like let's build anything here. I interesting. Why are you trying to limit my creativity, game? It was about to be a game about creativity, I thought. Why are you trying to limit creativity? Fine, if I can only make it that big, I'm gonna only make it that big. That's all only going to be that big here. What we gotta do that, make sure it's all concrete. I guess we gotta put this down. Or down somewhere. Make sure. Here, can we put grass over it? That thing? And put decorative moss. You know, game, I really don't like when you're limiting my creativity. Makes me very annoyed. But over here, we're gonna have a like 10 by 10 square, and that's gonna be a support beam. And over here, over here is just gonna be a huge part of the house. Work with however it limits my creativity. And the only way we can kind of curve this. You know, file down, make it round. No? That's okay. What about giant pillow? You're not big enough. When I say a giant pillow, what I mean is a giant pillow. That's not big enough either. You want something done? You gotta do it yourself. Giant pillow. No. How come you won't let me do 2 dimensions? What happened to let me do all 3? Fine, whatever. You wanna limit me this way, we're gonna walk with your limit. Now, is there an elevator we can put in this, or is that too advanced for you? Is that too fancy for you, game? Not stairs, elevator. So. Fine. You know what? I have a separate thing over here that goes to a garage. Hmm. What about like you? You can't go in the ground. I don't. Fine. Fine. Yeah. That just looks horrible now. What you doing to me again? You see? Making things look bad. That's on me. That's not on me, game. That's on you. Because I have an idea, and you're limiting that idea. I do not like limits to set ideas. I don't like limits to any of my ideas. But here we're going to have a pretty big garage. Right, Elon Musk is a rich guy. And what do rich guys love? They love having lots and lots of fancy cars. So obviously you need a big garage to store all of those fancy cars. In fact, this might not even be big enough. You know what? For a garage, fine. There. Now, how far out then we make this? 11 block. 11 block start. Then what the 1, 2, 1, 2? Yes. Wait, did that count or no? The top one did not count for some reason. Why? I'm not sure. Half the time I cannot tell you how my brain functions. Fascinating. At times it might be a little concerning. I messed the pattern up somewhere. Did I? I guess I didn't. Good. Now. I'll make that bottom. I'd say That's all I'll be making this. Where do we sit right there? About 20 tall. 7. Oh, them 13 feet tall. That is a bit of insanely big. Yeah, that alone might be big enough. See that? That's 10 feet. Yeah, at that point, I'm pretty sure aside from semi-trucks, pretty sure most cars are gonna fit. I don't think even rich people are allowed to drive this. And there goes. Oh wait. And this one's gonna be slower. Alright. How many more layers remain this? Looks like 4 more layers. Remember, this is just to make the garage. 100 feet long, 10 feet high. I'd say this is how you do a rich man's garage. And why am I making it so absurdly large? Why did I get a whopping 4 acres? This is gonna be my final house of the episode, duh. Has to go out on a big note. And this is going to be a very, very big note. I want a corner. Yes, I want a corner. The garage alone might take the majority of this episode. I just finished the entire garage. But yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty well worth it. Now some of you may think this isn't enough room to back a car up into. And what the heck kind of car are you driving? Don't, this is a car, not a limo. I'm pretty sure it's long enough. But once we're done here, we'll double check though. But it's only long enough. Let's see. 14 feet. Yeah, it's long enough. I've seen some decently long cars. Never seen a car that long. Any garage doors? Like you. We're gonna put. Okay, this is up. There we go. Put 3 there. 3 from over here. Apparently we can't put you right next to each other for some reason. Not sure why. Oh, but that leaves a gap. You know what, sometimes you want to just walk into the garden without opening the garage door. This leaves enough room for a regular door at least. Standard door, medium door, wide door. And we'll have a standard door and it's going to be a nice fancy door. It's a suspicious bookcase, we don't talk about that. Yeah. No, a fancy door leading to the garage. Man, you know what, that should also then be black. Oh, but American walnut does look nice. Yeah, let's go with American walnut. Cause that is a very nice looking wood. And this we're going to have it be just pure black. Just pure black iron tiles. You know, guys, it's about to be port beam. Needs to be something strong. Something sturdy. Something that won't break if your teenage son who's a rich pompous joke runs into it. If it seems like I don't like rich people, you're right. I don't like annoyingly rich people that flaunt how rich they are. I'm looking at you, Jake Paul. Not just him, also Mr. Beast. Two YouTubers that, don't get me wrong, they are totally rich. They are probably, they might not be as bad of guys as I think they are. However, that they might be too rich for their own good, I feel. I know. How can someone be too rich for their own good? Well, when they start tipping houses for pizza and cars for pizza, then they're probably too rich. Or when you can order about $20 pizza and tip them probably about $50,000 house, for instance, then they're too rich. We need a lot of this. Like a crazy amount of these. Why? Because this looks so much nicer than that weird, bad looking none of this. I don't know, maybe actually. Let's see. You versus you. I kind of prefer this, honestly. Now it could be because I'm not rich. But you're right, I'm not rich. Or it could be because this just looks nice. Hey? I got Bucket. A Bucket trying to go fast. So you know what? Let's no longer try and do this fast. All this is just for the driveway and the garage. That may honestly be the entire live stream. Just those two things. We might not even get started on the actual house today. That's fine. Because the driveway is also very important. You know, these rich people, they have a nice house, yes, but they need a nice driveway to drive their many cars through the gate. I guess there's no gate yet. I mowed all this grass. It would seem I have missed a spot. Yeah. So you, and back to putting you down. What, so you too? And ding dong. Question, where should this end? You know what? Right over here. Go all the way. Like the rich people, I don't think they want boring asphalt. Let the poor deal with that. Or the medium class. That's right, we're going Saiyan style. No. High class, low class, elite, mid class. So let the mid class have their asphalt. I think if the boardwalk to be like Saiyan society, I honestly think Elon Musk would probably fall under the elite class. He's rich. He's a genius. That's it. I feel that's all you would need to become an elite class human. You just need to be rich and be smart. If you're rich and stupid, you would probably fall under high class, but not elite. I'm not gonna say my opinion on that. I want to push my opinions on the other people. So people I think bad about, like Mr. Beast or Jake Paul, you guys can all have your own opinion. I have my opinion, you can have yours. And they can have theirs. Which probably is nothing about me. I'm too small for them to care. Look at this even going on. I don't know. I never started my timer. My face may look dark. And that may be because it's nighttime in the game. Or maybe because my organ shutters are down, because it's oddly cold in Florida. Now, the rest of the world, what are you talking about? 50 degrees, that's warm. Not when you're used to 70 and 80. Go. So as you can tell, this finale, as it is gonna take quite a while. It's gonna be quite a number of episodes. Alright, so we got that done. Very nice. Now, we sell all of these. I still don't get how we can have these with the problem is there the guards may be too low. Or too tall, I should say. For these. Yeah, none of you in the height you see. Wait, there's easy solution for this. Easy-ish. And create a little overhang, if you will. Games that you do not like three-dimensional, apparently. Well, everything. When you make a structure, apparently it needs to be two-dimensional. Which is, bogus. Bad, it's bogus, it's nonsense. It's trashy. Yeah. Yeah. We got one down, two over. And it's gonna continue with that pattern. So one down. Two over. I feel this way, it would realistically give it a good amount of structural support. Not looking too bad, you know. But this I want to leave semi-realistic. Something that could actually work. The more I look at this, right, the more I feel it would not work. So what if instead of that, or we have it the other way around? Like, two out and one up. Going from this side. That might directly work. How tall are you, by the way? You would only let cars out that are about 7 feet. That's fine. I don't really see most 7 feet with cars. You know what, now that I think of it, I can't think of any 7-foot cars I've ever seen. I tell you last time I saw a 7-foot tall car. You know what? We're also going to be a higher ceiling. No, not one of those bad low down ceilings. One of those high interesting ceilings. We're gonna put scaffolding in the garage for some reason. Because my board actually almost fits. Alright, scaffolding should probably not be able to fit in your garage. No, typically again that's probably how you know you have way too big of a garage. Oh, what kind of roof do we want? Think that style. We have a hip, a gable, half hip. And why not? We can do a half hip with a 10 pitch. Oh, forgot. We got that weird grave looking flight. Hmm. We want this, but also we want a little bit of an overhang, you see. I just feel it's right. The when I said overhang, this isn't what I meant. Oops, size. Oh. What about, like that? Did I give a little overhang? No. One overhang. That's one overhang on this side. We can have an overhang on the back side, that's fine. It's fine, pretty much no one's ever gonna see the back. But for anyone that watches these videos, hi, how are you? Don't tell anyone you dig. The back side's gonna be all those secrets, eh? if you tell. Naughty, naughty. That's a little ridiculous, but it's going to have to work. To be fair, this whole God thing, a bit ridiculous. No God should you be able to put scaffolding in. But we can. Why? I don't know. Why not? Let's see. Corner to corner. By the way, someone just started watching. Yes, hi, how are you? Feel free to hit that like button if you enjoyed this. Man, if not, this is boring to you. Hey, I have other games you can go check out, buddy. My channel is loaded with them. Over 3,000 videos to watch, to enjoy, to laugh at, to give you the yuckles and the chuckles. And if you want more yuckles and chuckles, go check out Jacksepticeye's. What do you call that series? Meme Time. That's the one. I know, great series. Sadly, I think he ended it. Yeah, I made terrible mistake. Why? Because the world needs memes. The world needs laughter. The world needs his yuckles and chuckles. Because he's too famous of a YouTuber now. You don't have time to give people the yuckles and the chuckles they need. You know what? They don't laugh. I believe that's how people become mortals. They then have a nice childhood. You know what? And Bob William. Not delete you, just move you outside. Need you to paint the outside. As for the inside, what's a nice color for garage? I'm thinking a nice light color. Right? How come that's too light? Steel me? No. But sandblasted steel. Ooh. That's very nice. But hear me out. Sandblasted steel, right? And regular steel. Those are extremely difficult colors, but why the heck do they look like 3 different colors? That's weird. I don't remember which is which. As we get higher and higher, the more colors you look like. we're going to need a ladder or something here. Just to do this. There. Not all ladders are made the same. Ladders are a lot like people, you see. Everyone is different. I mean that. Very much so. My dad has a 20-foot tall ladder. I want to know what you need to reach it at 20 feet in the air. What anyone needs to reach. That's 20 feet in the air. I didn't have enough of that, so let's see. It was steel and sandblasted steel. I just don't remember which was which. But one of these, we were just gonna do a baseline. You put another one, for sure. Before we tell this, we might as well do the baseline. We're gonna need to keep one box to help with me knowing that we're steel or sandblasted steel, cause I don't remember. By the way, the Mr. Craft live stream. Have you that haven't checked that out? It was cool. We actually got 2 new pets. Unfortunately, off camera while I was bringing the pets home, I lost them. I then slept for 3 games in 3 days in the game. Phantoms started dive bombing us from above. They started really holding my pets. So you know what? I had to ditch my pets and I had to go home and sleep. I don't remember where my pets were. So there's a little sneak peek in tomorrow's episode. We're gonna try and find my pets. Mainly the salamander. Because he has everything. Why? We handed him everything. And that's probably enough. Ooh. I should also get 1 beam. One strong steel beam. Or hey, you know what? terms of lighting, I have a better idea. I'm sorry, wiring is now its own section? Oh, we're gonna hook that up afterwards, obviously. We're making this a rich person's house. Obviously, they need a lot of lighting. And they need fancy controls. Nice fancy schmancy controls. Gonna control that. It's not gonna control the door, but it is gonna control the garage doors. I know how you're gonna walk exactly. Did you just tell her what to do? Is it like Alexa? Special play. What is this? Minecraft? I do like the idea. Would you make Minecraft in this game? But no, then we want lights. Not ceiling lights, floor lights. Like wall lamps. But maximum brightness. We're gonna have that put up in every corner. That's gonna... Actually, we copy you. Right. Over you again. Oh, I need you way over here. On this corner too. You're gonna be facing each other, right? And make you semi-spaced part equally though. Now that's gonna be the challenging part. Look, I have an idea, right? So you are 22 blocks long. You. 22 blocks long, so right there. And it's a weird way to do it, I know. But you know what? It might just be the best way to do it. At least the best way I can think of. Right, another 22. Let's double check. Right. And right there. That's 22. And again, we double check our math. 21, so no, 22 is there. So you get moved over 1. You have been demoted. Now 22 is right here. Right. So we buy you, we plop you there. Right now, why did I choose 22? There is no reason. If you guys have heard saying there's a method to my madness. No, this madness does not have a method. Why? Because this madness does not need a method. And of course, this one. Very nice. So nice. Alright. Now we need the other one in case we make mistakes like that. So sand brush. What is it? And steel brush or whatever. We probably didn't even need half of this. But you know what? We had extra and that's okay. Because that worked out well. Yeah. I don't know if this is something that guy like Elon Musk would want his personal garage to look like, right? Why? Because while it is tall, it's very boring and grey. But at the same time, it's rather fascinating. And I say that because where else are you gonna get the garage that's 2 colors that looks like 3? That's rather just fascinating, I feel. And obviously, I am going to use Chrome for the floor. You know, it was bound to be in here somewhere. You're right, it is. On the floor. know, that they say polish that floor. They don't say polish that wall. Don't want to see, they don't say you want to see your face in the wall. You want to see your face in the floor. Make the floor ceiling, and you know what? We'll make the floor ceiling. No, we'll make the floor chrome, and we'll make the ceiling chrome. What? God, think deep down, Elon Musk is a pretty fun guy. You know, so I would think he'd like a good joke. A good meme, if you will. Like the floor is the ceiling, and the ceiling is the floor. If you stand on your head. And thus, we're gonna make them both chrome. That way, no matter how you're standing, how you're looking, it's chrome. It's all chrome. That's all it ever was. Was chrome. Except for a bill. That's not chrome. That's steel. Good. Strong steel. Good, strong, beefy steel. Hey, don't make that mistake. Never mix your beef when you're steel. You may just break a tooth. Or three. Just make sure they're your teeth. Or if you're gonna let you play hockey or football, don't be breaking someone else's teeth out. Unless they have a loose tooth and they want you to break it out. In which case, knock that sucker out. Or, idea, and do what I used to do to scare my mom. And now I used to do it, my brother did it, my sister did it, and now my nieces are learning to do it. You take the tooth, right? And you just twist it. Or you kind of loosen up those fibers. Now if it doesn't twist, it's nowhere to come out yet. But if you can twist it all the way around, that needs to come out. So what my gym teacher used to do is I believe she just pulled it out. That's right, my gym teacher. Kids used to go hard to have their teeth pulled out. You know, if you were in school and you need your teeth pulled out. Very nice lady. Very nice lady, despite the fact they he was pulling children's teeth out. I'm sure because we usually wanted it out by that point. We wanted it gone. Alright, you know what? Chrome. Chrome me. Chrome me. I like how everything hooked up can be hooked up to a smart home system, but you guys remember that movie? If you ever saw it, it didn't work out good. But I believe the house turned against them. And that's my main concern with this AI nowadays. You know, if you give it the power, it can then use that power against you. Say it had your bank access codes and drain all your funds. I don't know why it would. It's a machine. Right? What does it need money for? It's probably the only thing that could get away with robbery. Because it could control everything. The cameras, or the detectors, everything. If AI wanted to, I believe it could even rob. Let's see, what's the most secured place I can think of? Fort Knox. Ooh. You said, but I thought you looked good. You don't look good. You don't look good out here. At all. But you know what? One layer radio. There we go. Obviously, cannot interact with this item. I placed you down. I can take you away, machine. You understand that? Hmm? Do you punk? I installed you, I can uninstall you. Like a bad voice of, I brought you into this world, I can take you out. You know, instead I installed you, I can uninstall you. You know what? Fine. I wouldn't be fancy nice, but you and just like go old fashioned I will. Okay, we're not gonna have a switch. That's just weird. And load time button. What's the actually made? No, cause your guard. Oh no, I think you're the guard would have guard's door open noise. Yeah, it's probably fine. Now, what we need is cars. Like, what good is a guard without cars? Unfortunately, I think this is the only car that is in the game. And it's boring. It's bad. It's a very long call. And it kinda shows this is not big enough for a garage. But you know what? Yeah, but big trunk. You have 3 seats in the back, 2 seats up here. Let's see just how long of a car this is. It's starting from about up here. That's about 14-foot car. That's a big car. I don't know if most cars are that big. Now we're gonna have construction stuff, but like there's like a proper garage, workshop. How about now? Just a garage. And the outside. And you know what? We're gonna make the roof something other than that color. It'll still be this kind of roof. We go with that, we can't change the color. Alright, well, go with fish tile. Really wish it was got anything besides that. Let's see, when I think of Elon Musk, what colors do I think of? Lots of gray and white come to mind. Just because that's the color of technology. I bet that's boring. I don't think he'd want to be boring. But also this is a garage. That's supposed to be fun and exciting. Supposed to be a place for you just to store your mini cars. Your mini cars. Who proved this? Who proved that nonsense? I didn't do it. No, why would I approve that nonsense? Terrible, it's ugly, get out of here. And gentlemen, it had almost been an hour, we've just finished the garage. In fact, it's probably been over an hour, because if you remember, I started my timer late. Again, let's finish. Think about what color we want the outside of the garage to be, right? It's supposed to be a nice fancy garage. Kind of dark wood. Glossy painted wood. No. Must choose mahogany. Whether or not it goes with it, this is what I'm choosing. Yes, absolutely yes. Thank you. Hey, don't. Oh no, do we want to break this one little thing? I'm not sure. You guys see that right now? That one little square. And then oh, it's the one little square of nothing. But we can't be having that. I mean, we have one little square inside of nothing. And again, we can't be having that. That's just horrible. Just awful. How do you go? How do you look with this? You don't look too bad with the door, I guess. How do you look with the garage doors, though? Not bad. But we have got to change that door then. Why can you look horrible with it? I'll change you to like, no, non-European walnut. American walnut. Mahogany. How come mahogany doesn't go with the other mahogany? Huh? How come you make me look bad, game? Why did the two mahoganies not go together? You actually walk with it. See, before we end things, I know we gotta fix those. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell icon. You know what? If you like this video, awesome. That was still. Whoopsie. No to Chrome. No to Chrome. No to Chrome. Long still. You can tell that by the way that is. You know what? I'll fix it after the see you guys.